but sometimes it sucks. It's reality. Sometimes it sucks. That's why it's hard. It sucks when you look at your accounts and say you spend something like $50 subscription on something embarrassing.
Yeah.
I figured that I had a subscription for the beer club one time.
Uh-huh.
So, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's not that I have a good beard or anything. So, with these things, embarrassing things can come. And one of the things that drives me insane, like you said, is, you know, people getting so impressed by flashy things. For example,
Yes.
my God,
Yes.
this is insane.
Oh my
When
God.
someone driving a crazy car and they're using it on rent or something,
Yeah.
and well, if the flashy car means your income. I calculated in my head. I have a base amount of income that will go in a car, and I'm like, okay, so is this person right now I'm seeing, does they make 700K a year?
Mm-hmm.
For example, because some
Yeah.
people claim, oh, I have 100K, I make 100 or 200K, and I drive, well, I don't know, a Ferrari or something.
Yeah.
Like, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Even if you make that much money,
Yeah.
that shows that you're dumb on the side of spending it on the right things. So that's why with these things, I don't trust a lot of people that will come and tell you, oh, look at my car, so I make a lot of money. No, you're dumb. You're just dumb that you're spending something that you can even afford, but it's not
Yes.
within the reach we defined.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
say education is so important. Sorry to jump back in, but this drives
No,
me.
no, that's another great topic, man. For that, we can talk about all day long because it just goes back with impressing people that you don't really know, and then that's just a spiral that's gonna suck you in. It's a black hole that you're never gonna get out of. Only you can pull yourself out of it. It's a mindset, and that's just a key factor in your life. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. So how can people shift that mindset from going from there and just being smart about their money and about their finance? Because at the end of the day, it's a mindset, it's a train of thought that you develop over time.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a great question. Okay, so I give this a little bit of a thought in terms
Hmm.
of how can someone change their mindset? I
Hmm.
think more it comes down to building a habit.
Hmm.
Now, building a habit of understanding that you shouldn't. I mean, not shouldn't. If you hear it from me, you're still dependent on me. But anyways, ideally, I wouldn't
Hmm.
depend on other people how they perceive me
Of course.
to make myself feel more worthy. So it's the development. So there's a book. It's called The Seven High Effective
Highly effective.
for Effective People. Seven
Yes.
Important Habits for Highly Effective People.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, it talks about something very, very important. It talks
Hmm.
about the three stages of development: dependence,
Yeah.
interdependence, or
Hmm.
sorry, independence, and interdependence. So three stages: dependence, independence, and interdependence.
Okay.
In terms of maturity,
Hmm.
I'm sorry I'm driving off of finance right now, but in terms,
This is part of finance. This is what the foundation is, and we're talking about the foundation. So go ahead.
thank so it's dependence, independence, interdependence. So
Hmm.
dependence is when you're born, physically, mentally, emotionally, you're dependent
Yeah.
on your family. You can't even survive a few days if they're not around,
Hmm.
right? Because you're dependent. You need food. If you're crying, someone needs to take care of you. So everything, you're dependent. As you mature, and by the way, maturity doesn't happen all at the same time. So maybe physically you matured, but mentally and emotionally you haven't. Or maybe mentally and emotionally you have, and physically you haven't. So you
Hmm.
mature and you go to independence. So now this stage is about the I. I can. I will do this. I am this. This stage you're saying, I got this.
Hmm.
This is me. Now, this stage for some people is perceived that this is the reality, this is how they will break free. Okay. Now, the interesting part is with this one, yes, it's great. It shows progress and it's a key milestone to say, I got to a stage of independence.
Hmm.
These are the people you will see that they say, I can do this, but they wouldn't look at you. They're like, you know what? Let me be in my own bubble. Let me manage. I'm just gonna mind my own business.
Hmm.
I hate that bullshit. You know, not looking at people outside is
Hmm.
also shit. You know, so when we have this conversation of, well, how can I not have people judge me? You need to get to a stage, I think,
Yeah.
where you say, well, I'm interdependent. And this is the stage of we. Okay. This is the stage where we say, okay, well, I understand that my power is this, but I need your brain. For example, I like something you did and it shows interdependence. This show, you're no expert on finance, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you know what? I'll bring someone, or for example, who knows personal finance, or
Yeah.
I don't know. When I do my new stuff or my YouTube channel, I'm no expert on video editing, so I'll bring a guy who knows video editing.
Yeah.
So this is the stage of interdependence. We can. I understand that I'm important, but I understand that you're important. You're not. I can rely on you, and you can rely on me to grow. I think once we get to this stage that we realize all of this,
Mm-hmm.
then we can say, you know what? I am comfortable in my own skin, but I understand that you're valuable too. Therefore, I don't care if you judge me, and I'm not gonna judge you because you're valuable. Even if what you're saying internally I know is bullshit, I'm just gonna try to take in that bullshit as much as I can,
Mm-hmm.
just because I know you might get something valuable there. So at the end of the day, like I told you even in one of our phone calls, we sometimes try to impress people. We say something like, "Oh, you probably have a brain," and then they're like, "Okay, well, good luck to this guy," and they move on with their life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's part number one in personal finance is you
Mm-hmm.
gotta accept where you stand. I will tell you an example.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you I have a
Yeah.
property,
Yeah.
an investment property, but I
Mm-hmm.
still drive my Honda Civic.
Mm-hmm.
I earn good money from my
Yeah.
work. I
Mm-hmm.
earn good money from my business on the side. I earn good money from whatever investments I make.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It doesn't fit me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm good with where I am right now. I'm just gonna manage with what I have. I'm cool. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. You know, if you just the house, no one can flash and see it.
Yeah.
No one. It's just for me, but it made more financial sense.
Of course.
Or I could have bought a Tesla. So either
Yeah.
or.
No, 100%. And that's another topic. So that goes into a perfect branch of finance is there's a difference between liabilities and assets and things that give you cash flow. And then that's what you have to be really careful of. And then that's where the education and you like teaching yourself what the difference is and how you can apply yourself.